Hi Scorpio, Stella here, and we're gonna jump right into your December reading here. I'm excited to see what's going on for you guys this month. December, we've got astrologically a lot going on in work, finances, sense of self, really catalyzing and consolidating all of the inner change that we've been doing this whole year. This has been a huge change of upgrade for a huge year of upgrade for all of us. Trying to see if I'm getting any images. I'm getting, well, I'm thinking two things. So in the intro video, we had the Six of Swords card. It's a monarch butterfly, and it's hanging, and there's all these swords around it, right? And it's like about to hatch, but its environment is not very conducive to it opening up its wings, right? And then I'm getting an image from the movie Life of Pi. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's where he's in the boat and he's on his last, like, God's testing him, right? And he's run out of faith. He's almost given up. He's like dying of thirst, and all of a sudden he falls asleep and he wakes up and he's on this island. And it seems like paradise, right? Because there's water, there's trees. He goes on the island, and then at the end he finds out that the island is like a floating cannibalistic plant. So if you stay on it too long, it ends up cannibalizing you, and he finds like a tooth from somebody else. So anyways, it's a strange image, but the point of the idea that I'm getting is you are in an environment that is not conducive to the growth that you've been doing, and it's time to leave that environment and take yourself somewhere else. Look at that, Six of Swords. I was literally just talking about the Six of Swords, and we just got the Six of Swords, and guess what? He's on a freaking boat, right? So, and you can see this person is very down and out. They're on their last, hope, and they're being ferried across the water to hopefully a better future. We have the Wheel of Fortune up above, and then we'll get into the rest here, King of Pentacles. But the idea is that, you're weary. You have been going through a lot of transformation, a lot of change internally. And so it's almost like you find a glimmer of hope in your environment, and the temptation is there to like glom onto it and hold onto it and project onto it your need for stability and security and safety, right? But if you allow your desire for those things to override what your physical eyes are telling you, then you may end up in a situation where you're eaten, right? It's like where you're used, your energy is used, and your vitality is used for the benefit of another. So the point of this is, don't superimpose your own needs and desires so strongly on your environment if that environment is not actually supportive of you. See your environment for what it truly is, not what you want it to be. Okay. Okay, that's a lot of cards to work with. All right, so up above, the first one that we had come out was the Wheel of Fortune. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down, but the wheel keeps on turning, right? Life continues to happen, and sometimes you just have to go along for the ride. Sometimes you're drinking and it's merry, and sometimes you're getting thrown off, and that's just how it goes. As I was talking, we pulled the Six of Swords. Six of Swords is about leaving an environment that is not good for you, not conducive, receiving help as well, because she's getting help from this person. She's not rowing herself. So putting faith in others to help you out of a situation that's not good for you. All of these fell out. It's crazy. Okay, here's how I want to arrange them. And then we have right underneath the Wheel of Fortune, we have the King of Pentacles. This could be a earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Or it could be your energy as well, of just being very judicious with your spending where you need to spend and not where you don't, making very good and sound financial decisions, using logic when it comes to your finances, saving, opening, say, a high yield savings account and putting away a little bit of money every month, so that at the end of the month end of the year, you can afford to buy those grapes. You can afford to sort of live in luxury and enjoy the small luxuries. So this is making very wise financial decisions with your money and using your logic to do so. Then we have the Eight of Pentacles, which is hard work, working hard, stacking up the coins, producing a lot, but it's in the reverse. So this is telling me you're feeling overworked, you're feeling overtired, you feel perhaps not appreciated. And that's echoed here by this Five of Wands, which is a clash in ideals and values. Wands are the fire element, motivation. You see all these five people are like raising fists, like they're ready to fight, right? So these are ideals and values that don't mesh. And then the Five of Coins, which is feeling left out in the cold. It's feeling like you don't have enough to meet your needs, like you're being forced to ask for help. You don't have enough materially is what this card represents. And I'm just looking at the way that I laid it out here. So I have like in the middle, I have the Wheel of Fortune, the King of Pentacles. So this is what's overall influencing you presently where you are. Life happens. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down, but you are making very sound financial decisions, and you have the potential to be very prosperous, very wealthy here. On this past side, for me, I have you working very hard, producing quite a bit, but in the reverse, so you're not feeling good about it. You're working very hard, you're being very productive. A lot is coming from your work. You're yielding great results, but you're feeling very overworked, very overtired, and there's this clash in values. So perhaps it's like you going from this place, or perhaps this is what you're aspiring to, this King of Pentacles, where you want to be able to have enough, you want to be able to make sound financial decisions, to be able to save and not have to live paycheck to paycheck, to be able to have enough that you can put away, to be able to make sound investments that pay returns in the future. So this could either be what you're aspiring to, or it could be like where you are. But it's almost like you're feeling so overworked, and your values and ideals do not line up with somebody else, or you're in an environment where there's a lot of like infighting and clash of ideals. And so it's almost like you're like, okay, well, I'm gonna roll the dice, I'm gonna take a turn on that Wheel of Fortune, and we'll see where it goes. Because on the left side we have overworked and clash in ideals, and on the right side we have poverty, really, like lack of financial stability, and having to be ferried to somewhere where there's more opportunities, somewhere to a better environment, taking a chance to get somewhere better. And then right in the middle, we have this Wheel of Fortune and this King of Pentacles. It could also be like on your mind, like subconsciously you're feeling a clash of beliefs, are not sure what direction you want to go in. You know that you want this King of Pentacles. This is the energy that you want, but you're afraid of not having all of your needs met. And then consciously you're like, well, damn, I'm being overworked. I'm ready to just take a chance and, head off into the sunset and try to find something better. So there's a lot of energies going on here. Up above, immediately on your conscious mind, we have the 10 of Cups, which is beautiful. This is like ultimate emotional happiness. Look at the smug little smile on his face. Look at all the cups. Cups are emotions. You have all these beautiful full cups. Your heart is full. You are happy. In your recent past, we have the World in reverse. presently we have the Empress with the Three of Coins crossing you. Wow. So you're in a really great place, Scorpio. Okay, in your recent past, we have the World, which is obviously opportunity. It's having the whole world in your hand, having every opportunity available to you, knowing that you have the ability to be prosperous and abundant and take choices, and you feel supported, you feel like there's opportunity in front of you. However, it is in the reverse. So it's not a card of hopelessness, because like, just because a card's in the reverse doesn't mean it's the actual reverse, because the World energy is still there. It's just like, in your recent past, there was lots of opportunity, but somehow you felt like it wasn't available to you, or was not accessible somehow. Or maybe even like fortune was not on your side. Presently, we have the Empress, which is creation, abundance, birth, stability, everything green, everything good, creation, creating new things, birthing new opportunities, actual pregnancy, but it is in the reverse. And then crossing you, we have this Three of Pentacles. So Three of Pentacles is working hard towards a goal and starting to see results, the first fruits. And if this is your challenge over the Empress, it's almost like you had your heart set on some opportunity and you were perhaps working very hard towards it, and it did not pan out somehow. And then in your near future, we have, Five of Coins. Wow. We have the Four of Wands in reverse. Four of Wands is a blending of values. Traditionally, it's represented by marriage. So the coming together of beliefs between, two or more people and celebrating that. And it's in the reverse. So I'm getting like something that you thought was meant to be ended up not panning out somehow. The Lovers. What the heck? Okay, can I have a clarity on this Ace of Pentacles and also on the Five of Coins, please? Ace of Pentacles and Five of Coins. Death. Okay, I think it's meant to be like this. So I think you see yourself as this King of Pentacles. I think you know in your heart and in your mind that you have the potential to be very financially wealthy, very prosperous. I have the Death card when I asked for clarity on the Five of Pentacles. So yes, I think that something happened. And then we have the Lovers and the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is feeling like it's feeling like you're bound. You're in a situation that you can't escape. And yet, although it's a terrible situation, it's very uncomfortable, you are sort of unbothered because you have faith. You know it's part of a greater purpose. You know that it's part of a greater plan. And so you can endure what's uncomfortable and what is not, you can endure trials because you know that they're for a greater purpose. And I'm pulling this for clarity for this Empress and the Three of Coins. So it's like something you worked for, some creative endeavor. It could even be like a child, or it could be a relationship. It could be a job. Maybe for some of you, you may have met somebody, fallen in love, like you felt like you didn't have a whole lot going on for you. All of a sudden you met somebody, maybe somebody felt pregnant and you were working towards that, and then it became a loss, is kind of what I'm getting. But you're finding purpose in the loss. You know that everything happens for a greater reason, and you're holding on to that fact. For others of you, it could be a creative endeavor, something that you put some work into. You were expecting to see some first fruits. You were starting to build something new, and then all of a sudden, you feel like it's this major loss financially, this loss materially. and it's causing you to feel like, why am I going through these trials? I know it's for a bigger purpose, but still my heart's broken. And then we got the Lovers too, and it was upright. So I'm not sure about that, because this is a lot of negative energies. And then we have Happiness on your logical mind. So it's like maybe you were trying to start something new in a new job, in a new, like I said, you felt like you were working really hard. Values were clashing, and so you decided to go out on your own because you were sick of feeling like you're working for nothing and you don't have your needs met, and you were starting to build this new beginning, and all of a sudden it turned into a physical loss, and it wasn't. But maybe something good came out of it, something greater. Maybe you met this lover, and that's why you're like damn happy here. Like, because you got this big old smile on your face, regardless of having the Five of Pentacles twice, the Death card, And so it's like, yeah, you realize that there's greater purpose in it. And although you've gone through this material loss, you're not letting it stop you. In fact, it might even give you more purpose and more vision moving forward, because we have these extremely powerful money cards. This the Sun card, we have the King of Pentacles, we have the Ace of Pentacles below on subconscious mind. So it's like, maybe even though you underwent a loss, the finances are coming, the money's coming, that there's a new financial beginning for you. I think you may have started a new business endeavor, or perhaps there was something at work where you thought you were gonna get this promotion, or you thought you were gonna get a job, and then it turned out not to be. But you're not letting it stop you, and in fact something great came out of it, because now you have this Lover card. And I think what it comes down to is you're either in love with yourself, the idea of this financial new start that you're pursuing, or maybe you actually met somebody and you actually fell in love. That's quite possible as well. So that's pretty beautiful. And then up above we have the, was it like that? Yeah. We have the 6, 7 of Wands in reverse as your internal challenge. So you're tired of being defensive. You're tired of defending yourself. You're tired of feeling like you have to defend your beliefs and your values. You're just like, I'm done. I'm not doing it anymore. And then in your external environment, we have the 4 of Coins, and it's also in reverse, which is very similar. 4 of Coins is about holding on to your wealth, holding on to your stability, but doing it in such a way that there's no room for further growth. So it's almost like, losing the forest for the trees, because you're holding on to these 4 coins so tightly that you're not allowing, life to move you in order to get more. You don't want to even let one of these go, but in order to let one go, in order to like gain more, you have to be willing to let one go. And so it's in the reverse. So internally, you're like, I'm done fighting. I'm done with the conflict. And externally, you're giving it up as well. You're like, I'm not going to hold on to this little bit of wealth that I have and be afraid of losing it, and be afraid of being in this position where I don't have my needs met, because I've already been there. And guess what? I'm over it. I don't ever want to be there again, but I understand that that life moves in circles, that sometimes you're up and sometimes you're down. And I have to throw up my hands and trust and have faith in a bigger plan in order for me to maintain this happiness. And in fact, I'm going to maintain this happiness. I'm not going to give this up, this 10 of Cups feeling, for 4 little coins. No way. I'm holding on to this happiness. And because I hold on to this happiness, this Ace of Pentacles, this new beginning, is on its way towards me. And it truly is, Scorpio. It's super beautiful. The money is coming in. The finances are coming in because you are refusing to allow life circumstances to get you down. You're refusing to buy into lack right now. And then I just wanted one more guidance because I wanted to kind of tie it together, and I got the Star. So the Star is your hopes and dreams for yourself, your wishes for yourself. I mean, we have the 10 of Cups, ultimate happiness. We have you working hard. We have this King of Pentacles, logical and very sound financial decision making. We have this Wheel of Fortune, knowing that sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down, and you're okay with it because you're going to maintain your happiness. And then this Ace of Pentacles underneath, this beautiful new beginning financially, this new idea. Even if you've had losses in the past, you're not going to let it stop you, because you know that you hold this vision for yourself where you're abundant, and here is God holding out his hand, giving it to you. It's yours. All you have to do is take it. And it's the fulfillment of your wish, fulfillment of your dreams with this star card right here, because you believe in yourself, you are receiving that which you desire. What is the animal oracle for Scorpio, please, for the month of December? And this is so like, you guys, Scorpio, like December is a time of like the dead of winter. It's a time of death and dying. It's a time of regeneration. That's your wheelhouse, right? You are regeneration. You are the phoenix. You are the scorpion. You are the one that dies and is reborn a million times. So you're like rolling with the punches. You're okay with it, because you know that you hold a greater vision for yourself, and your happiness, you know, your internal well-being is worth more than any gold. And because of that, you're not only receiving the well-being, but the gold as well. It's incredibly beautiful. Okay, and then I got two. I am going to read both of them to you. So first we got the Lamb. The Lamb is the bearer of an important message. Its contents can only be heard when a deep level of quiet has been established. Lamb energy is the honest guidance you hear from an old friend, a young child, or sometimes a surprising stranger. Though the Lamb's message may be channeled through another person, the wisdom resonates within you. It will repeat and reverberate until you listen. Approach this gentle creature with the utmost patience and reverence. Truth is a gift. Sit still, listen, and receive. We have peaceful, prophetic, and patient. And then we got the Whale. The desire to delve deeper, profound peace, ancient wisdom. So very similar, right? The Whale represents profound emotional health and stability. Whale personalities are not afraid of emotional expression or traversing difficult terrain, as they have overcome many challenges in their lives. These experiences have enriched them, giving them stability, strength, and a depth that is rare. Whale energy is usually linked to the feminine forces of compassion and communication. We can depend on whale personalities when all else seems lost, and trust them to be a beacon in our darkest hour. So wisdom comes from stillness, Scorpio, from this Lamb energy. What seems like a loss is really a new beginning. And the depth that you have, because you've been through the darkness, because this is not your first time with death and rebirth, and you ride through this these challenges, this this loss, really. You ride through this loss with such grace and such stability, because you've been through it before, and is precisely because of your ability to do that you receive financially, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, you know, at the end of this loss. Beautiful new beginnings coming in for you, beautiful Ace of Pentacles, and no wonder it's coming, because you knew it was coming all along, because you never gave up on the vision. It's here for you now. And I just wanted to say about December, Scorpio. December is a month of huge transformation. It's the end of the year. It's Christmas time. It's the time that we celebrate, you know, if you're Christian, the birth of Christ. It's the time, the redemption, right? Death and redemption. It's the time that we look towards new beginnings. It's the time when we evaluate ourselves, and we come to terms with old karmic, you know, patterns and ways of being that we no longer want to carry forward. And you are doing it so beautifully, and it's so deep, because it not only affects your own life, but it affects everyone around you. And I just want to say, like, I've never seen somebody sail through it so beautifully. And the final card we got is, I now hold the key to creating my every desire. It is not only possible to consistently feel positive emotion about something and to have it, it is not possible to consistently feel positive emotion about something and have it turn out badly. For the way you feel will tell you if you are aligning with your natural well-being or not. Once you understand that the way you feel indicates your level of allowing or resisting, you now hold the key to creating anything you desire. Well, you already know that, Scorpio. Like, I just want to say, you guys so beautifully deal with this death and rebirth and uncertainty. And it's like, this Wheel of Fortune card sums it up perfectly. Like, you know, sometimes I'm up, sometimes I'm down, but I continue to hold this vision for myself, and I continue to remain happy and content. Even, and I don't mean all the time, you can still have emotional ups and downs, but in your heart you hold this love and this happiness because you've been through it, and you know that you'll be through, you know, you'll go through it again, and it'll all turn out all right. And it's precisely because you know that it will all turn out, because you know it's all for a larger purpose, that you deal so beautifully with the ups and downs, and in the end you're getting exactly what you desire because you freaking deserve it. I love you guys. I'm so excited to see what happens for you in January. I'm really excited to check back in with this. This is super powerful reading to end out the year. I can't imagine where you're going to go next year. So if you guys enjoyed this reading, please like, share, subscribe. It really helps me out. Leave a comment if you feel so inclined. And if you would like to reach out to me, or if you have questions, my email's down below. You can reach out privately. If you'd like a personal reading, I do offer readings and healings. My website is linked down below. You can catch me on social media. That is also down below. And yeah, I think that's it. I love you guys. Be sure to check back in for your moon magic reading. I not only do the readings for all 12 signs, but I also do a reading for each new and full moon. I do a free one on YouTube, and then I do a more in-depth version for sale for very inexpensive on my website. So if you want to check that out, tune back in later in December, and I will see you next time.